me, Aaron? I didn't prepare anything. I wing it.
You do it well.
And I would do it well, usually. I want to thank everybody. You know, you heard a lot of nice things about me, but I've always said one person doesn't do everything themselves. It takes a team. I'd like all my election workers to stand up. These are the people that make me look great. Dakota, would you stand up? These are the people that do everything I ask them to do, as silly as it sometimes may be, and checking off numbers and all the changes in the election laws. They are the ones that make me look great. Some of them have been with me for a very long time. Rosemary, I don't know if she's still here, Rosemary Bergman. Rosemary was like a 40-50-year-old poll, or 40-50-year poll worker. She started when she was 50s. So I've had 2 poll workers that have gone 50 years, which is fantastic. It doesn't happen too often. I'm sorry, other clerks. Mine are the best in the state. I've got fellow co-workers, current and past, if you would stand up. These are the people: Daryl, John, Sherry, Cindy. These people are all part of our, Aaron, Maddie. These are all part of our team that make the city look good. The clerk's office is the front door. I'm surprised the mayor didn't mention we're the front door to democracy.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
See, I gotta correct him again. Mayor, you forgot to mention this. Mayor, Alder Connors has his hand up over there. You might want to call on him. Oh, just kidding, it was Alder Jacobs. So I try to help the mayor out. He kids me a lot, but he's always sitting there like, who was first? So I have to help him out. I keep him on track, and if I don't, his wife is always in the audience giving him the evil eye with the eyebrow up. So we help him as much as we can. You heard a lot of things that I've done, that I've accomplished. I didn't do that without education, which was supported by the city. I became a master municipal clerk. There are a few of them in the room, actually. Carol, you were a master. Faith, were you a master? Were there anyone else a master municipal clerk? If you would stand up. Come on. There's less than 30 master municipal clerks in the state of Wisconsin. It takes a lot of education to get to be a master municipal clerk. You can't do it without your council supporting you. It involves going to classes, it involves going to University of Green Bay. Many of us have taught up there. We couldn't do that without the support of the council. Then we have our clerks. Some of these clerks have come tonight from 2 and 3 hours away. I'm just amazed. It's just amazing. Would the clerks please stand up? I can't thank you enough for coming. I mean, this is fantastic. It means a lot to me to see you all here. And what's really amazing is our past clerks that came. You heard that people are looking at me as the mentor. I was getting emails and I was getting cards saying, oh, you mentored me, you're such an inspiration, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not that old. I've been around that long. And so, yeah, I have, but I followed some fantastic clerks. Sharon, Carol, Russ, if you would stand up. These were my mentors. Bob Olson is not here tonight. These are the people that were my mentors. They made me who I am. They encouraged me, they supported me, they got me involved. Sharon and I were the district directors for a long time, and we had a ball doing it. And then we have my travel companions up here on the front table. Trouble. My children call me at conference, and it's like, yeah, it was a big day of class. But, and Lois is the responsible one. But we have a lot of fun, we do a lot of laughter, but we never miss a class. So your money was well spent, Aaron. We never miss a class. We do a lot of networking, and that's how we learn. Then we have my family who have listened to me numerous times at family occasions, moaning and groaning, and I can't come because of work. It's an election. I can't be there Saturday. My sister came up from Illinois. It's a 2.5, almost 3-hour drive. If you would stand up. My brothers are here, Jerry and Kenny. Kenny's hard of hearing, so we have to talk loudly. These are my big brothers and my little sister. I'm going to be around more to torment them. Spend more time with them. And then we have my biological children. Mandy and Katie are here, and they're actually kind of there. And then their families are here as well. So minus two. Two are missing. So if you girls would stand up. When I started with the city, Manny was 4.5. Katie was 6 months old. They grew up in the city, and as they got to be teenagers, and as a clerk, you're working longer hours, so what does any good mother do? I got them a job videotaping the meetings, so I knew exactly where they were. Yeah, I knew where they were. I did forget one other family, and that's the election family. The election commission is here. Mike Haas, he's not wearing his short shorts that we know of. But the election commission, past and present, Barb Hansen, I'm just thrilled that she came tonight as well, if you would stand up. And we have the guru of elections for many years, which is Kevin Kennedy. Kevin and I have spent a lot of time on the phone, and I always threaten the other clerks, I have Kevin's cell phone number. Let's get the answer. It's a threat to him. And of course, we can't have elections without alcohol. Roger Johnson, are you still here? Roger must have left. Roger it's past his bedtime. Roger retired. For those of some of us know the Roger jokes. Roger was the head of the Alcohol Tobacco Agency for many years, and he came tonight all the way from Sauk City and turkey hunting. So I'm very happy that he gave up part of his day of turkey hunting to be here. And then we have, I think I got everybody, didn't I? Oh, yes. Those of you that attended conference when I was present, my escort was my little nephew here, who is another year old as tall as I am. And then we have my granddaughters. I have 5 granddaughters. 3 of them are here tonight. Coda, who will be graduating this year, was an election worker. One of the thrills of being a clerk is watching your granddaughter coming to work the elections. So would you stand up, Dakota? And then we have 2 other granddaughters over on this side, granddaughter number 3 and 5. They are 10 and they are 5 years old. Granddaughter number 2, Ava, is at a wedding, and granddaughter number 4 was at a field trip today up in Boulder. So that's who I am going to torment for the next 32 years of my life. But I've made a lot of sacrifices, and these are the people that have dealt with those sacrifices over the years. The late meetings, coming home at 12:30 at night from a council meeting, or 2 o'clock in the morning from an election night, and babysitting the dog, yes, putting the dog out type of a thing. I could never do without them. When I retire, I am going to the dogs. My Occupaw's family is here, and she thinks I'm going to work 7 days a week, all day long, taking a dog. But anybody interested in raffle tickets? They are selling raffle tickets for a quilt raffle. When I come back from Key West in a couple of weeks, I will be taking on another poodle, which Don will have completely trained by then for me and totally socialized, so I don't have to deal with the headaches and frustrations, and I'll look good with my poodle. And then we have 3 very special people, 4, Cindy's here as well, that have worked in my office. If you would please stand. Erin's more special. Erin, Maddie, and Jody, I forget, Jody's here, Cindy's here. Who else has worked in, and our newly adopted son in our family is Kyle. If you would all stand up, please. They have made my office look good, and they continue to make my office look good. The reason we get through these elections, which can be very, very stressful, is a sense of humor. These two ladies up front have a fantastic sense of humor. Erin has a tendency, she can swear under her breath, but I can still hear her, and I inform her that Erin, I can hear that. She's like, what? I didn't say anything. Mandy's like, yeah, she did, yeah, she did. I said I couldn't retire until a couple of things happened, and I watched Erin grow up and change, and she's matured, and she's a very responsible deputy clerk most days. The other thing was to wait for Maddie to become an extrovert, and we got about as close as we could on that. I'm not sure that'll ever happen, Mayor. But it's been great. Did I already ask council members to stand up? If the council members would stand up. And Mayor, if you want to stand up. And our city administrator is here tonight, Aaron. These are the people that have continued to support my office, the clerk's office. They made the 32 years we're staying for. I always said I was going to stay for 7, and then I was going to be out of there. 7 turned into 10, which turned into 15, which turned into 32. It's never been the same day twice. It's been a journey. It's been an adventure. It's been a roller coaster. We've had ups and downs, but I can't imagine doing anything else. And I do have a sign in my office that says, "If you love what you do and you believe that it matters, what could be better?" And I think that's very much the case of being a clerk. I was kidding Scott about being a politician versus a clerk, and Scott's great at being a politician. I mean, we got fantastic voting equipment that the county paid 50% for, which is wonderful. Now, if they just pay for the express votes, we'd be all set. and the electronic poll books. But the clerks, it's in your heart, it's your passion, it's what you grow up. I mean, you start on this path, and it becomes you. You evolve, and I can only wish Alana the best of luck. If you would stand up, this is going to be the new Sun Prairie clerk. My co-workers keep saying, "Who is it? Who is it?" I think she's going to do fantastic. She's been around in a good way. She's been in Madison, she's been in the city of Milton, she's going to do fantastic. Part of my dilemma, as I told my friends, was when you retire, you look at what's going to happen to everything I've done. Is it going to go forward with the electronic poll books? Is it going to go forward with this project, that project? And when I heard that Alana was a candidate, I was very pleased because I know she will continue that path and that journey and that adventure. So I'm very happy with this. There are a couple things I am sentimental about, and that is there's some special people who couldn't be here tonight. And that's my father. He passed before I was appointed as a clerk. He's been gone for 23 years now. So he never knew that I became the city clerk. And it's one of those things you always want to tell Dad. Another person was my aunt, who always encouraged me to go above and beyond and do the best I can do and be the best I can be. So I'd like to have her here. Another one is my adopted mom. She's my Arizona mom, Bev. She did see me become a clerk, and she was standing behind me all the way telling me go for it, and she passed about 5 years ago. The other person who means a lot to me, who really shaped my career, is not here, and that's Mayor Orphan. She means a lot to me. She encouraged me. She encouraged me to become the clerk, and she was very much a role model for me in those early years. She was a fantastic woman, and she was a fantastic elected official And she was a wonderful friend, so I really do miss her not being here as well. The mayor kids me a lot, but my job, as all clerks is to make your mayor look good. I make him look pretty darn good. We all have our issues with our council. I don't know if Alder Jacobs is still here. Alder Jacobs can never wait for me to call his name, and he will shout, "Aye." And then he looks at me and smiles. I appreciate Alder Connors because he makes these motions that are like this long. But he hands them or he sends them to his email before the meeting, so that's wonderful. Alder Stocker likes to eat Cheetos at our meetings, and he always offers to share them, which is great. So these are the people that make my life, and they make it complete, and they've made my job wonderful for 32 years. So all I can do is thank you. I am overwhelmed by all of you being here. I guess there's still food over there. I'm sure it's fantastic. I haven't gotten that far. I need to thank my pit crew, which was Ann and Georgia and Katie and Aaron and Maddie, and then Lolly also helped this afternoon set everything up. Grayson didn't help, but he's going to help clean up. So we'll thank Grayson help. But thank you all for coming. It means a lot to me. I am going to be busy. I'm the day after I retire, which is next Wednesday is my last day. The next day I'm going on a 5th grade field trip. Looking forward to that. My granddaughters have also volunteered me to do some things at their school next year. I will be taking Blakely to summer school some days this summer. Blakely's going into kindergarten. And then Dakota's last band concert's on the 23rd, which I'll attend, and then on the 24th I'm going to Key West for 2 weeks to spend time with my cousin. I know it's a surprise, Aaron. I'll send you some sand. On a postcard. It's 84 degrees there today. And then I'll come back. Dakota graduates in June. I'll be taking on another guide dog when I come back, which is a poodle. Don's going, yeah, you can have this dog. And then other trips during the summer will be Traverse City, Michigan with the band. I want to go. I've never got to see that with my children, so I'm going to go see it with Dakota in her last year. We have a trip to Colorado planned. We have a trip to the state of Washington, Rhinelander, and then, what did I leave out? What? Sturgeon Bay. Can't forget the Treasurers Conference. I'm going to Treasurers Conference. Sturgeon Bay. And then I'm going to be a snowbird next January in the Palm Springs, California. So I've got a few things on my plate, and then next year I'll look for a job. I told Mike Haas I'd come work for him, but I want off Mondays and Fridays, and I don't want to work during the summer. And but I'll work 10-hour days those other 3 days. So I've got a lot of plans, things I want to do, and
You're going to be an election worker?
I've been offered that job in Columbia County. In Columbia County, I'm going to go work for Ann and Lois in Columbia County, so that it's 99 elections feels like 100. But thank you all sincerely for coming.